So, for the second time, please stop clapping and cheering. Please welcome on stage, Frank Stone!
Hello, Sutton, Coldfield! So, just want to check, who's local? Who's the nearest person? Warmley? Okay, cool. Wild Green? Right, West Brom. Anyway, is anyone from King's Standing? I found my people! Yes! Right, so I've just moved to King's Standing. I've just actually... I mean, for people... look, one person cheered, no one else lives in King's Standing. So yeah, I've just moved into a house share. I live with this lovely, elderly, Northern Irish Catholic couple. Yes, well, their names are Mum and Dad. Yeah. You might think it's sad. I mean, I'm 32 years old to live with my parents at my age, but now you're missing the trick, right? They make my dinner, they do my ironing, and if I go to bed by 7 o'clock, they'll tuck me in bed and read me a story. Yeah. I've got an older brother. According to Mum and Dad, his name is our favourite. He's an undefeated boxer. Technically, so am I. I've just never had a fight. I always thought I was being set up for a bit of a loss with the name Frank Stone. Don't get a lot of Frank Stones growing up in King's Standing in the 1990s and early 2000s. I remember once I went to the doctors, and you know when they say your name, and they tell you where to go, they went, Frank Stone to room 3. And there I am, 6 years old, stood up, and this woman went, oh, that's a shame. Got quite used to women saying, oh, that's a shame. As I mentioned, I've got a brother. He's an older brother. I always wanted a twin though, just because I quite enjoy playing pranks, and I feel like your twin brother's the easiest person to do it on. Like if I had a twin brother, I would get into all sorts of hijinks with him. I like the laugh of the word hijink because I was trying not to say shit. I'd tell him about his work drunk. I'd propose to his girlfriend and then take it back. I'd go on Naked Attraction and say I was him. He's at home and she's like, why are you on the telly again? He's like, it's not me, it's my twin brother. You said that last week when you were on first dates. So, as I mentioned as well, my parents are Northern Irish. Are you from there? Where? Fermanagh. My dad's from Belfast. It's from Ardoyne. Just for the record, Ardoyne is not an area worth cheering over, so you didn't need to. My dad was telling me the other day about a time when he was a kid and he was late for school because the IRA hijacked his bus. I can't believe you laughed at that, you sickos! I did. He told me that they hijacked his bus, and when he got to school, the teacher wouldn't believe him. And I was like, why? And he was like, because it happened pretty much every day. Well, what did you say? And he said, the man got on the bus with a mask and a bomb and a gun. Dad, I love the cranberries. Yeah. So, I have unfortunately been single for quite a while. Cheers. Yeah, so I've been single for quite a while. I've been out on the dating scene. I'm using all the apps. Don't know if anyone else is using you lads there. Right, you're on the apps, ain't you? I can tell. You're not. He's shaking his head. Right. He's on Grindr. See you there, mate. Yeah, so I'm on all the apps. I'm on Tinder. That's a good one. Hinge. Uber is a good one. Now you can laugh, but if you're really into like middle-aged Indian men, Uber is a really good dating app. I'm going on holiday soon. I'm really looking forward to it. I've been on 2 holidays in the last year. I went on a stack do to Prague not long ago. Yeah, from what I hear, it's a lovely city. I don't really remember it all that well. But the time before that, the last holiday I went on, I was going to say to you guys, do you do the lads' holiday, yeah? Where'd you go? Oh, like that, we do, he doesn't. No, Iron Apple. Oh, cool. So I did Zante by myself. I don't like people, I'm just going to throw it out there. So I did Zante by myself, and I'll be honest, it was probably the best thing I've ever done. If you've never been on holiday by yourself, I fully recommend it. It was a bit nerve-wracking. Got to the airport, 4 o'clock in the morning. I was breaking it. I've never been more anxious in my life. There was a hen do in the queue in front of me, which at that time in the morning is nothing more than an inconvenience. They're all there, they're all drunk, and they've all got these sashes that say stupid things. Bride, mother of the bride, best friend of the bride, sister of the groom who wasn't really invited but is here now anyway. And they were all like, oh, Zante's not ready for us. I was like, yeah, trust me, they are. And then one of them turned to her friends and said, oh no, when you're in the airport and you hear the words, oh no, you look. She said, oh no, I've picked up my nan's passport by mistake. Do you think they'll mind? I think they will. In all fairness to her, she tried. She got to security, she held it up, and they went, what's your date of birth? And she said, whatever my nan's date of birth is. And all the friends tried really, really hard to try and help her out, to make sure that she got on this plane. They were in the airport, they were on the phone to her, trying to help her find the passport in her house. They were like, Lucy, have you looked in your bedroom? Lucy, have you looked in the living room? Lucy, have you looked in your nan's purse? One person said, why don't we just dump off Lucy, get a nan to come on holiday instead? So we got on the plane. And again, I'm by myself. I'll be honest, I didn't pay to book a seat. What was the point? And I'm sat there, and all of a sudden, this Hindu sits around me. I have got stepmother of the groom who doesn't want to be here, sat next to me. Across the aisle from me, I've got the 3 ugly stepsisters. Again, I'm quoting the sashes. There's an empty seat next to me, and I just know who's going to be sat there. I just know she's going to get on the plane, and they're all going to cheer. And Lucy is going to be the highlight of the flight, and it's going to be 5 hours, and all we're going to hear is, oh, girlfriend, oh, girlfriend, oh, girlfriend. And then the pilot announces, he says, ladies and gentlemen, we have a last-minute arrival. The plane will be delayed by just a minute. And a hush falls. They're all sat around me. They're all going, oh, she's made it, she's made it, she's made it. Oh, Lucy, she's made it. And you'll never guess who gets on the plane. You are correct, Lucy's grand. And I'll tell you what, Lucy's grand was my favourite person on that hen do. I went on every night out with them. We are still in touch to this day. And Lucy's gran is the best holiday shag that I have ever had. Thanks guys, I've been Frank Stone.